Hey y'all, if you are wondering how you can pay off debt fast and you're thinking, should I pay off high interest debt first? Should I pay off the highest amount or should I just sort of wing it? Watch this video for some recommendations on how you can be the most strategic when you are trying to pay off debt. Yeah. So when I first started my debt-free journey, I tried to pay off the highest debt amount first. And quite frankly, I was defeated and wanted to quit because it felt completely overwhelming, chipping off this debt little by little and feeling like, and not just feeling like, it really was what it was, that I was only paying interest and I was at the same place really from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. When I refocused and thought about how do I gain momentum in the other things that I do, I used a completely different method that helped me pay off over $53,000 in debt that was between home loans and student loan debt and credit cards in 1 year. The way that I built momentum was paying off the smallest debt first instead of focusing on the largest amount of debt. Now, I know what you may be thinking, and that is, what about all of that interest that's going to keep compounding on the larger amount of debt? But trust me, this strategy helps you pay less interest over time and helps you pay off multiple things in less time than it may take you to pay off the one thing that you have been trying to get at for a long time. Okay, so this plan to build momentum is sometimes called a snowball. And what you're doing is, just like we talked about with creating the budget and paying the minimums on everything, you are paying the minimums on this debt that you have. So you're going back to your budget and saying, where do I have extra money, if any? Every single month I have my emergency fund set up, and now I'm looking at my income that I bring in versus all of my bills and debt that I need to pay on a monthly basis. If you have anything left over, even if it's just $25, that should be added on to the minimum payment on your smallest amount of debt. This is about paying the minimums on everything, and if you have any money left over, we're not investing that money, but we're putting that extra money on top of the minimum payment for the smallest amount of debt from consumer credit cards or loans, a car note, whatever that is, whatever is your smallest bill that's outside of your recurring bills like utilities and groceries. That's what you're putting it on top of, but you're still paying the minimums on everything else. So using this snowball method requires some discipline. You have to stick with it and don't start thinking that, okay, I paid this off, so now I got a little extra money. Stick with it because you will get everything paid off so fast. And if you do some side hustles, find some ways to make some extra money, even if it's an additional $100 a month, that just means that you're accelerating it even faster. So snowball method works way better than saying, I'm going to attack the thing with the most interest first or the thing that's the highest first, because you can't build momentum that way. And a lot of times you'll get discouraged because it goes so much slower. If you can take the smallest amount, pay that off, and then take that amount, roll it into the next bill, you will start to see that progress. And quite frankly, it's very, very addicting to see yourself paying off all of this money so fast. Well, that is all I have for you all this week. If you like this video, as always, give it a thumbs up and comment. Let me know what you want to hear about next. Subscribe so you can know when the next video comes. And again, continue on that journey to debt free.